Cowes, Isle of Wight, and the crowds are assembled to see the start of the 1967 edition of the Daily Express International Offshore Powerboat Race. As the hour of 10 approaches, all eyes turn east as 58 of the original 70 come up to the rolling start at the squadron line. For the last 2 years, Sir Fury has led the field right from the gun, and so it is in 1967, as she streaks away from Thunderfish to gain a small but comforting advantage. Behind, 30,000 horsepower is unleashed as the rest of the field gives chase. Out in front, the pattern has already formed. Delta and Delta Synthesis are fourth and fifth. Thunderfish is third, and from nowhere, Speedy Gonzales has come up to second place behind Sir Fury. There's Mama Maritime, making up for a bad start with Jackie S. beyond her and Mike Trimming in Hydrosonic Special. 500 is Shant Kidd's Ultimatum in 6th place. Don Shed in Thunderfish 3 is still dicing it with Delta Synthesis for 3rd and 4th. Down past the cliffs of Bembridge now. Delta Synthesis is having trimming trouble, said to be caused by too much fuel on one side. But behind, Thunderfish is aflame. Don Arano in Maltese Magnum stops to give assistance. A broken drive shaft pierced the fuel tanks, and the crew are in danger of their lives. There's nearly a ton of high-octane petrol aboard. Hydrosonic Special comes in. Watch the lifeline go across. Behind, Don Arano is pulling Tiggins aboard. Their work of mercy done, Arano and Trimming rejoin the race, 6.5 and 9 minutes down, respectively. At Ventnor, 35 miles from the start, Sir Fury is a minute ahead at an average speed of 55 miles an hour. Delta Synthesis is on terms now with Sir Fury as they go back to Southsea, but young Gardner has taken the lead. Is it an unfilial gesture, trouble for Sir Fury again, or just race tactics? Everybody would like to know as Delta increases her advantage to gain a minute on the way back to Southsea again. At Cowes, all eyes strain to catch a first glimpse of the leader. And here she is, Delta, still a minute up. Nearly 67 miles of the 198-mile course are completed, and the average speed is a record 53.5 miles an hour. But Sir Fury is being pushed hard by Delta Synthesis, and there's nothing much in it except tremendous excitement for the crowd. In fourth place, 7 minutes behind the leader, is Bob Rodman in Thunderstreak the second. Fifth, Willie Myers in UFO. Meanwhile, the two Gardner boats are screaming their way towards the Needles, skimming through the ultra-smooth waters, apparently without a care in the world. But in this game, you never know. Off Yarmouth, there's trouble again. Delta comes to a sudden stop, and Sir Fury is in the lead. Delta is passed by her Italian namesake, now in second place. But suddenly there's real drama. A red-hot turbocharger cover has come adrift and burnt through an oil pipe. Is it fire again in the 1967 race? The Royal Navy is coming in fast, but with the near certainty of sudden explosion, the water is the safest place. And now, with fire apparently inevitable, chance takes a hand. The downdraft from the film helicopter flying just over the boat is sufficient to close the hatch covers and set off the automatic extinguishers. Watch, you'll see them go. Its good deed done, the helicopter races off to chase the leaders, now well on their way to the Boston turn. It's still Sir Fury with Delta Synthesis a minute away, and porpoising badly in spite of the smooth water. At Portland Bill calmer than ever before on a powerboat day, Sir Fury's increased her lead to 2 minutes over Delta Synthesis. The unprotected waters of Lime Bay lie ahead, but on a day like this, most of their sting has been removed, and there's not much to worry Sir Fury's crew. Delta Synthesis, though losing power through her constant bucking, is still a comfortable margin ahead of her nearest rival. And that's Willie Myers and his unidentified flying object. From Portland to the Skerries is nearly 53 miles, and it's the furthest they ever get from land if they go straight across, and most of them do. Sir Fury is building up her lead from 2 to 12 minutes, and she's still 500 revs in hand. Delta Synthesis, badly handicapped by her instability, is dropping back and taking a hell of a pounding all the time. It seems that Delta can't catch up, that Sir Fury must win. The worst is over. But at the Skerries Buoy, Sir Fury's in trouble. Oil pressure's down on one engine, and there's nothing for it but to put in some more and hope. There's only about 8 miles to go. Is Sir Fury to be robbed of victory after all? Charles Gardner and mechanic Ian Dunford are determined to keep her going, despite the personal inconvenience. Aboard the Italian boat, hopes would be sky high if only they knew what was happening ahead. There's 12 minutes in it as they pass the Skerries. Suddenly, the oil pressure stays up, and Sir Fury leaps forward to certain victory. For the Gardners, the winner's gun for the second time in 4 years, and the justification of all the trust they put in the boat itself. For Delta Synthesis, a thoroughly deserved and bounced for second place to win the Butlin Trophy and the Visitors' Prize, not forgetting the £750 that goes with them. For the last 2 years, the event has gone to America. Now Britain has won again, and the Beaverbrook Trophy will stay at home for another 12 months. No wonder there is cause for celebration.
When did you take the lead back? I think just before the year. And when did you feel absolutely certain that you were going to win? Or did you feel when you crossed the finishing line?